What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare video. Today we're going to be talking about settings that you guys need to change 100% within the game in order to play better, in order to see enemies better, in order to aim better, and in order to do everything better. Now before we get into the video, guys, if you could let me know your KD down in the comments below so I could ask you guys again what it is in the future so we could see if these settings actually did help you. My KD, well, I gotta raise it a little bit more, but let me know what yours is down in the comments. Now guys, I do want to say that there's 6 tips within this video, and I do have a little bonus tip for whoever actually makes it to the end, and this one's going to change a lot of things forever, especially the way your friends sound within game chat and stuff like that. Trust me, man, they're going to sound so much better, they're going to be so much louder, and you guys got to actually just follow these tips, man. I'm going to be giving you guys stuff for sensitivity, stuff for the look of the game, and stuff for your controller, all these kind of tips, and trust me, man, it's going to make your experience so much damn better. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. First thing I want to say, the most important tip that you guys need to change is your button layout preset. There's only 2 of them that I would highly recommend. The first one being stick and move. This allows you guys to use your right joystick to jump rather than knife, and I actually prefer this one over the knifing, but then it does change your knife to the X button instead of actually jumping with the X button, which I believe is A on Xbox and stuff like that. And then the other one that I would recommend is tactical, and you should obviously be playing on flipped for both of these. Tactical allows you guys to actually drop shot using your right joystick instead of knifing as well, and then it changes your knifing to the circle button, which may be the Y or the B button on Xbox. If someone can let me know down in the comments what that is, I would truly appreciate that. But yeah, you should obviously be playing flipped on these as well, which flips your R2 and L2 buttons to R1 and L1, allowing you to shoot with the top triggers. That's if you're on PlayStation. If you're on Xbox, do not put it to flipped. It feels a lot more comfortable in your hand if you leave it normally. But guys, trust me, play on stick and move or tactical, and play on flipped if you're on PlayStation. If you're on Xbox, play on stick and move or tactical, but don't flip those whatsoever. This allows you to aim while drop shotting and jump shotting instead of removing your thumb, and I honestly like that a lot. Now guys, if we could get 1,000 likes on this video, do it fast before the spider crawls up your bum the next time you're on the toilet. That is disgusting. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. We just hit 470k, which means we're getting super close to 500,000, which is awesome. And let's get back into the other tips. Now, the ADS sensitivity. A lot of people think, oh, I go into my settings and I change my sensitivity and I'm good. Yeah, well, you got to change your ADS sensitivity as well. A lot of people keep it to 1 and they feel like they do pretty good, but 1 is kind of fast. 1 is kind of fast. 1 allows you guys to actually aim in, and while you're aiming in, you guys can move your right joystick pretty quickly, but sometimes you lose accuracy on the enemy. If the enemy is far off, you may lose some gunfights because your ADS sensitivity is too high. Now, I don't recommend lowering it like super damn low, but something around the 90 mark would be pretty nice. I think I keep mine anywhere from 90 to 95, and it's not much lower, but it does help aim a lot better. Now, the next tip I want to give you guys, and this one's a super important one, and that is your controller vibration. A lot of people leave this one on, and honestly, I highly recommend turning it off. I haven't played with controller vibration in like 3-4 years now on console, and guys, it's so much better than playing with the vibration. So at first, it's gonna feel weird, it's gonna feel super awkward not playing with it and stuff for the first few days, but trust me, turn it off, guys, and you will be a lot more accurate. Your controller won't be vibrating your hands, which in turn could screw up your aim and stuff. So turn off controller vibration. That's a tip not a lot of people share, but trust me, it's not worth having on. Even scuff controllers, those custom made controllers and stuff, you could opt to take the rumbles out, which means that your controller will not vibrate. So if they have that option for pro controllers, trust me guys, it's definitely worth turning it off on your regular controller as well. Now, the next one I want to talk about is brightness. There's a lot of people who play with a brightness that is a little too high. You might think a 50 brightness is very low, but it's not in a game like this. A 50 brightness on my monitor, for example, actually makes this game look really nice. And what you guys are seeing right now, that is from my brightness settings, and that is playing on a 56, I believe. So if you guys have your brightness settings and it has the one on the left where it's completely black and it says not visible, make sure you put your brightness to wherever you cannot see the writing in the left one whatsoever. It's going to make your game a lot better. In previous Call of Duties, I always ignored the screen. I always put my brightness a lot higher and stuff, and it didn't change much. But in this game, it makes it look super weird if your brightness is like at a very, very high thing. It just looks weird, it doesn't look normal, and I don't recommend using it. Now, talking about brightness, we also got to talk about film grain and motion blur and weapon motion blur as well. A lot of people do not mess with these settings either, and I highly recommend you change that right now. Your film grain should definitely be put at 0. It's going to make your game look a lot nicer, and your motion blur and weapon motion blur as well should be set to 0. The motion blur, I just find in a video game, it doesn't look good at all. It makes me dizzy, to be quite honest, if I have a motion blur on and stuff. What are you laughing at, Chris? I just find like I really cannot play on those whatsoever, and I'm sure a lot of people out there feel the same way as well. And the weapon motion blur, the thing I don't like about that one is that when you're trying to aim down sights and stuff, if your weapon has a big blur to it and you cannot see where your actual reticle is or anything like that, it's gonna be hard to aim down sights directly on the enemy. So trust me guys, turn off the weapon motion blur for sure, and the world motion blur and the film grain. They just don't look good, and I don't get why they're options in the game, but honestly, turn those off. They're not worth having on whatsoever. Now, another tip, and there's a bonus tip I want to give you guys after this one if you stick it out through the video. The next one I want to tell you guys is the audio mix. You should be setting that to either boost high or to boost, especially if you're using a headset and stuff like that. Do not keep it at the recommended studio or the suggested studio. I forgot what they have it called in the game, but trust me, play at a boost high or a boost, and you guys are going to hear footsteps like crazy. You guys are going to hear gunshots, and you will know exactly where they're coming from with these settings. Now you want to talk. You will hear them exactly with these settings, man. It really does help, guys. Now, for the bonus tip, the tip that I want to give you guys the most within this video, man, if you made it this far, this is going to be life-changing, guys. This is a life-changing tip, and it has nothing to do with your actual controller settings, but it has everything to do with your microphone. And this one's weird. So a lot of people play this game, so you guys could actually change the voice chat volume, the people that you hear within the game. You could also change your own volume so that your teammates could hear you better, but there's an even better thing that you guys should be changing, and that is the voice chat effect. Right now, if you open your game, everyone is going to sound like they're talking in a can and stuff like that. It's going to sound awful. Their voice is going to sound weird. It's going to sound like they're underwater and their mic is like super far away and stuff. But if you change the voice chat effect to no effect, it's going to sound exactly as if you're in a Discord chat or if you're in a PlayStation or Xbox party chat. It just sounds so much better, and I don't get why they put an effect on the chat to make it sound like people are drowning or something like that. But trust me guys, put it to no effect. Now, your voice chat volume, you should definitely be raising that somewhere up above 150, and your microphone volume as well. If you want your teammates to hear you nice and easy as well, make sure that you guys raise that to a nice 150 as well, or something higher than that. I think I play at like nearly 200 on both of these, just so my teammates could hear me and so that I could hear them easily. Now, this is the only setting that actually gets reset every time you open your app and stuff like that, or restart your app. So make sure that you guys actually go ahead and change this every time, or at least make sure it's not changed every time you open up the app and stuff like that. So yeah, that is going to be it for the tips this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope these tips do help you out a lot with those settings and stuff. I know the settings could be very confusing and stuff like that, so make sure that you guys actually go ahead and change these to whatever you like as well. If you guys like your sensitivity to be like really super high and stuff, and you like missing your bullets, go ahead and leave it at just that, and you don't have to worry about the other settings. But trust me guys, follow what I did in this video and it will help you out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. We just hit 470,000, which means we're getting super close, and I'm getting super excited to reaching that 500,000 mark. Let me know your KD down in the comments below, and make sure to drop a like on this video. And for those of you guys who actually did comment on my other video when I told you guys to leave a comment for the control freak giveaway, do not think I forgot about that. I will be picking the winners within the next few days, and I'll let you guys know who it is, and hopefully I could send you guys out those control freaks. I'm gonna be picking more than one winner. I thought about it. I have thought that, like, you know what, yeah, I think one winner is gonna be a lot better. And I don't know why, I just, it's Christmas, you gotta get into the spirit. It's December, even if you don't celebrate it, it's in the spirit, man. It's in the air. So I figured, yeah, you know what, I'll pick a few winners rather than one, and I'll send you guys out those control freaks, help you guys with your accuracy. And if you guys don't, well, I mean, if you don't win, use my code iDoNick, save yourself 10% anyways, or wait for the future. I'll probably be doing more giveaways and stuff like that. I love doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, but that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.